It's the most satisfying revenge story you've ever heard. 3 years ago, when I was in college, I had a roommate named Ben. Ben was the kind of guy who would borrow your stuff without asking, eat your food, and then deny it ever happened. But the worst thing he ever did was steal from our third roommate, Chris, a quiet, hardworking guy who kept to himself. Chris had saved for months to buy a high-end laptop for his graphic design classes. He was thrilled when it finally arrived, and he spent hours setting it up. 2 weeks later, it was gone. At first, we thought someone had broken into our apartment, but nothing else was missing. Then I noticed Ben had been unusually quiet all day. When I confronted him, he flat out denied taking it. Chris was devastated but couldn't prove anything. Fast forward 2 months, and Ben suddenly had a new laptop, identical to Chris's stolen one. He swore up and down that he bought it with his own money, but we knew he was lying. Chris was furious but didn't say anything. Instead, he started acting overly nice to Ben, which I thought was strange at first. But then I found out why. Chris was studying computer engineering, and it turns out he had installed a tracking software on his laptop before it was stolen. He never told Ben. Over the next few weeks, Chris carefully gathered evidence, logging every website Ben visited, every file he opened, and every personal message he sent. Then, he put everything into one file, waiting for the right moment. One day, Chris calmly walked into our apartment with the stolen laptop in his hand and said, "Hey Ben, I need to show you something." He opened the laptop and played a screen recording of Ben logging into his private Instagram account.